Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon. Today's subject is Automobile Chassis and Transmission, Unit 1, Chassis and Frames and Front Axle and Rear Axle. This is the Unit 1, but I am going to take about chassis frame by today. This is the video part 1. If you want to see my previous subjects and videos, please click the I button on the top of the video. You will see a playlist of the subjects, and if you want to see all the subjects, please visit my channel and see all the videos and share with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So today's subject was automobile chassis and transmission. Now we are going to see a small introduction about the units covered by this subject. The units are: first unit, chassis frame, front axle and rear axle. The second unit is clutch and gearbox. The third unit is universal joint, propeller shaft and differential. The third unit is steering system and suspension system. The fourth unit is brakes and tires. These 5 are the units to be covered in this subject, automobile chassis and transmission. The first unit, first chapter, chassis frame, this is only the unit covers the chassis, and remaining all the topics are covered with the transmission systems. Without chassis, there is no transmission system holding on it. So chassis is the main important part in this subject. And now we are going to the topic of the video. Introductions of chassis frame. So in an automobile assembly, there are two main structures. The one is basic structure called chassis. The another one is superstructure called body. So now we are going to discuss about the basic structure chassis, not the superstructure, because in this semester, 5th semester, we have to study about the chassis and the transmission system. In the next semester, there is a subject called automobile bodybuilding technology. In that subject, we will cover about the superstructure, that is body of the vehicle, different vehicles. And now we are going to see about the basic structure, that is chassis. Now it is comprises of chassis and frame parts of the vehicle. Full and full, it is look like a frame itself, and the word chassis came from the French. So this is the word called chassis. So now we are calling it as a chassis. It is the word clearly as chassis. So chassis is the correct word. Chassis is defined as a vehicle without body. So the vehicle without body, we called it as a chassis, and it is the backbone of the vehicle. The components like engine, gearbox, differential axles, wheels, tires, suspensions, braking system, steering system and electrical system are mounted on the chassis only. The parts are mounted on the chassis frame, and also it has the clamping system to mount the body into it also. So hence it is called the carrying unit of the vehicle. Without the chassis, there is no vehicles to be built. We will discuss about the chassis layout. We will clearly discuss about the chassis layout in further. Now we are going to see the classification of chassis based on the engine location. So there are 6 classifications here. One is full forward chassis, semi forward chassis, bus chassis, engine at front, engine at back and engine at center. It is also called as mid engine. The full chassis, semi forward chassis, bus chassis, these are all come inside the engine at front, engine at back and engine at center. Now see one by one in details. The first one is full forward chassis. You can see the diagram I have given here. So it is a old Tata truck. So if anyone see this, you can clearly understand what is the full forward chassis. It is depending upon the engine and the driver cabin. So the engine is mounted before the driver cabin. not in the driver cabin. So it is called as full forward chassis. I have given a clear diagram here. The driver cabin was separated and the engine part was separated. So it was you can see in all the cars uh, we have see the engine in the front of the driver cabin itself. So this is called the full forward chassis. And semi forward chassis, you can see it on the ambulance 407 and box vans like this. The half of the engine was mounted on the front of the driver cabin and another half of the engine was mounted inside the driver cabin. So it is called as the semi forward chassis. I have given here a diagram. So in this the green box is called the engine. The engine, half of the engine was fitted in the driver cabin and another half of the engine was fitted towards before the driver cabin. So this is the part of semi forward chassis. And the next one is bus chassis. The whole engine is fitted in the driver cabin itself. So it provides an increasing floor space in the vehicle. Due to the engine placed, we have to work the repair works on inside the driver's cabin. So the foot space was very high and the driver seats is just above the front wheel and he has see the full front road. He can clearly see the full front road. It is used in the buses and lorries. And if you travel in the highways, you will see the lorry board chassis without the body. There was a single seat fitted in that. The driver was handling that to take from one place to another place in the highways. You can see the body without body. The chassis was driven by a driver. So it has a full transmission unit with the system. And if you are noticed in the trucks, there is a driver cabin. In the driver cabin, the behind there was a seat for a cleaner or the seat for they taking rest. So because the place was there because of the engine, the full foot floor was has given as a maximum foot floor was given. So they utilized that for taking rest. And the next one is engine at front. So this is quite similar to the full front engine, full front chassis. So it is most of the vehicles, the engine is fitted in the front portion of the chassis. Example for all motor cars or maximum cars are fitted at the front engine only. So next one is engine at the back. Engine at the back, the engine is located at the back portion of the chassis. So in the Volkswagen and Tata Nano and Leylands, most of the sports vehicles like Lamborghini, Ferrari, like that, they fitted the engine at the back side of the vehicle. And the next one is engine at center. So it is a mid engine. Maximum you see the engine was fitted at the center vehicles or master buses, Royal Tigers and Formula 1 cars. In the Formula 1 cars, you can see clearly the engine was fitted at the center and the intake valve was at the driver's head, at the top of the head, near his head. There was the intake valve and the wheels. It was given in the image was given in the video. The engine, the V-type engine was fitted at the center and the front portion and the rear portion is there. So the driver sit before the engine and the backward was designed for the air drifts. And this is the layout of chassis, and I am going to show you the components we are going to discuss about in by highlighting it through the highlighters. And now we are going to see the engine part. At the front, it is a front mounted engine. So the gray color I shown in this diagram, both the diagrams, the top and bottom, is with the gray, it is the engine part, and the pink color is the chassis frame, and now the yellow one is the clutch after the engine, and the blue one is a gearbox after the clutch, and the brown one, uh, it was at the back side, it was a differential, and the green one, it is the suspension system. Suspension system is available at the wheels only, and the red color was steering system, and now going black at the wheels or braking system, and finally the blue one before the engine is electrical system. So these are the components we are going to discuss about. We will discuss it one by one. Here we are going to see about the chassis frame. At the yellow color, I shown it as in yellow color, and pink color as the engine. So layout and main components of the chassis. First one is engine. So engine is supplied power required to move the vehicle at the desired speed. It may be either as SI or CI or gas engine type. So SI engine means spark ignition engine, and CI engine means compression ignition engine. So SI engine is considered as a petrol engine, and CI engine is a diesel engine. And we know the gas engine too. We can convert the petrol engine into the gas engine, as either we use the fuel as gas also. And engine is the most important thing to drive the chassis, to drive the vehicle from one place to another place. Without an engine we cannot drive it easily. Without an engine we have to use the old method, by a bull or a horse. We have to tie it out and go wherever we want. So we didn't like that, na? So we use the engine for that, to supply the power to the wheels, transmission systems. So from the engine we get all power from the engine was mounted on the chassis frame. So frame, it is the main part of the vehicle, which is the engine mounted, and the body have to be mounted, the wheels and other components are to be mounted on it. So chassis frame is the main component, as we said before. It is only the place where we mounted everything, even after the suspension system also mounted on the chassis only. So this is the main part of the vehicle. So next one is I highlighted in the green color, it is the clutch, and the blue color it is a gearbox, and the pink color it is a differential. So we will discuss this now. And the clutch, it is the device used to connect or disconnect the engine from the road wheels. That means it has to transfer the energy by connecting and disconnecting, transfer the energy from engine to the gearbox. Without the clutch, that we cannot be convert or transfer the energy from the engine to gearbox. Without engine we converted means we cannot stop the vehicle speed, we cannot control the vehicle speed. So with the help of the clutch we will transfer the energy from engine to the gearbox by connecting and disconnecting, engaging and disengaging from the engine to the gearbox. And the next one is gearbox. So gearbox is the speed and torque changing device between the engine and the driving wheels. So without by using the gearbox we can change the gear ratio inside the gearbox. We are changing the gear ratio, just the gear ratios by an order: first gear, second gear, third gear and fourth gear. If you think you are increasing the gear, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, the vehicle was moving fast. This is not the full speed of the vehicle. So the engine capacity is more than the gearbox, because the engine horsepower has to be in control to keep the vehicle on road. If we don't have gearbox, we have the full power of the engine, means we cannot control the vehicle. It will be surely gone upset. So we use the gearbox to control the speed of the engine by changing the gear ratios. If you use the first gear, it have the lesser gear ratio than the final gear. So we have the slow power. We get full power, but we convert it as a slow power and given to the transmission system, and then we change the second gear, it increases the gear ratio, and then we move faster, and then third gear, fourth gear, we increasing one by one, one by one later. So then we get the full power from, not the full power, the estimated power to the vehicle. So next one is differential. Differential is the main thing we have to see about. So it is the mechanism by which the outer wheels runs faster and then inner wheels while taking a turn. So the main purpose of the differential has two purposes. The first one was to distribute the power equally to the wheels. So it has the first purpose, that was it was getting the power from the gearbox, and it will transmit the powers equally to the both the wheels at the left and right. And if you want to turn the vehicle was turned, and when we suddenly turn a vehicle, we are the passengers inside the vehicle, we are all slide to the left if the vehicle is turned in the left suddenly. So all the load of the vehicle is kept at the left side of the vehicle. Due to the force, kinetic force, we are moving towards the left. Due to that, the load of the vehicle is at the left side, inner wheel, and there is less weight on the outer wheel. In that position, the differential consider it as a turning of vehicle and giving less power to the inner wheel, left side wheel, and giving more power to the right side wheel, outer wheel. Due to this, there is less power in the inner wheel, the wheel rotates at lower speed and the outer wheel rotates at higher speed. The vehicle turns smoothly on the left side. If you want to turn on right side, the same thing happened. The load was at the right side, the higher load was at the right side, so the inner wheel was getting slower and the outer wheel at the right is getting faster. We can smoothly turn it. This is also the second purpose of the differential. And the next one is suspension system and steering system. The yellowish thing have highlighted here on the wheels, four wheels, they are suspension systems, and the orange one is the steering system. So suspension system, it is the system which is separate the wheels or axles assembly from the body. Its primary function is to isolate the vehicle structure from the shock and vibration due to the irregularities of the road surface. Friends, just think, without the suspension, if you are driving a vehicle, so what can you feel? The full of vibration of the vehicle, and also the due to the road condition, there was irregular road condition, so we cannot observe the shock and vibration made by the vehicle. It is like a wooden cart. We are traveling at the wooden cart. It is more unsuitable for that, because the vibration we get, it will affect every part of the vehicle, and also the human traveled in the vehicle. Without suspension, we may be broken our bones too due to the vibration and shocks. So the suspension is used there to observe the shock and vibration getting by the road surface and the vehicle engine vibrations, everything. The suspension is observing the load and shock from the vehicle and the road surface and protect our body and give a comfortable ride. It is the main purpose of the suspension, to give the comfortable ride to the passenger. So the next one is steering system. Steering system is important thing to have. In before vehicles came, there was we use a bullock cart or a horse cart. By using one or two horses, like that, one horses or two horses, one bull or two bulls. In that we have two threads in our hands. If we tighten one side of the thread, the cow the bull or the horse have to slow down, and the free one was walking faster, the cart will move on the left side. Like that, if you want to turn at right side, you have to tight the right side of the thread and loosen the left one, so it will turn out to right side. So like that we have steering now to control the cars, so we can easily turn the vehicle where which side we want to, so that side we turn the vehicle. The steering systems has to work as opposite sides, and it will push the left side of the wheel, and the wheel was turned on the right side, turn on the right side, and we move the turn. And if we want to left side turn means we have to turn the steering on the left side. The steering system works opposite and push the right hand side wheel, so it turns to the left and we turn the car at the left side. So this is the system we work here. And the next one is braking system. So the braking system is shown as a yellow mark in the tires, and the engine, sorry, electrical system, it was shown as the blue one. So the electrical system, mainly the battery was mounted near the engine, so I marked at the engine it has. The braking system, the braking system is used to slow down or stop the running vehicle. So I think the braking system is used for slow down the vehicle, not to stop the vehicle. It is induced for slow down the vehicle. If the vehicle speed is lesser than the brake efficiency, so the vehicle will stop automatically. So the purpose of braking system is to slow down the vehicle, not to stop the vehicle, but intensely the power of the engine was slow down and vehicle speed will slow down, the vehicle was stopped. So this is the braking system. The next one is electrical system. So electrical system, the major component of this system are battery, starting motor, generator or alternator. We are using alternator nowadays, and it is somebody said it as a dynamo. Dynamo is the before of the alternator, so we are using alternators now. Ignition system and lightning systems. So these are the some components of electrical systems. Without in before days, if you want to start the engine means the driver has to come before front of the engine, and he have to put a rotating shaft in that, and he have to rotate with his hand, and he will release the compressed valve, and the engine was started and he is getting run to the driver cabin and start driving. Once the engine was get stopped, then he have to get down of the vehicle and start it with his hand only. If you see some auto rickshaws like that, they are starting like that with the rope. On generators, you can see it on the generators. We in the flywheel they rotate the rope on it, and they pull the rope means it will rotates and starts. The flywheel rotates and starts like that only before days. And now by improving of the electrical system, we are using the starting motor to start the vehicle easily from inside the car. Or if you are self locked with the remote control, you can start wherever you are in that and start the vehicle by using smartphones now to start the vehicles like that by using the electrical and electronic systems. Friends, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.